Sammy Guay in lane 8, the sophomore from Fossil Ridge. And Kelsey Johnson, the senior from Smoky Hill, will be in lane 9.
You know, Bonnie Brandon here in the middle, you know, really can swim anything, and you'll see that throughout the day here. We have her swim in IM. You know, later on we'll see her swim the distance event in the 500, and also in the last 2 relays, swimming some sprint freestyle.
Well, Bonnie Brandon has a similar build to Missy Franklin, maybe even taller.
It does, you know, when we were looking at Bonnie Brandon, she did look taller than Missy, you know, maybe 6'3". That height is definitely an advantage to the swimmer.
Well, she is a tremendous swimmer and a favorite here in the finals. Swam yesterday to a time of 2:01.89. The next closest swimmer was Michelle Patton, who's in the lane next to her in lane 6 from Heritage, who swam at a time of 2:02.03.
That 2:01.89 last night was a new Colorado State record set by Bonnie Brandon.
Breaking her own record, which she set back in 2010.
Another one to watch in this heat is Michelle Patton in lane 6, and she really had a great swim yesterday also.
Now Bonnie Brandon out in front.
Brandon's backstroke, right? You can really see Bonnie take advantage of her height and her length.
Brandon will touch the wall at a time of 25.98.
You'll see Bonnie get out in front here on the first 2 strokes. Shelly Patton there in lane 6. She's a breaststroker, so she's going to take advantage of that on that 3rd leg.
All 3 of those ladies in 4, 5, and 6 have posted Olympic trial cuts for this summer in June in Omaha.
Yeah, Rowley Weiss, Brandon, and Patton. Brandon will touch at a time of 55.12. 1.3 seconds ahead of Michelle Patton in lane 6.
Here's where you'll see the field start to creep up on Bonnie.
Shelly's really going to have to get ahead here on this breaststroke. Bonnie's got that freestyle covered at the last piece. Frida doing well up in lane 7 as well.
This looks like the race last night we had.
And Michelle Patton next to her, trying to make up some ground. Bonnie Brandon holding on. She touches the wall, 1:30.93.
Wow, we're going to see some sub 2-minute IMs here, or at least from Bonnie. Bonnie really did well in that breaststroke split.
You mentioned Bonnie setting the record last night at 2:01.89. Here she comes down the stretch.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Bonnie get 58.
Bonnie Brandon with a big lead. And she will touch the wall at a time of 1:59.09.
Oh, in lane 7, Frida Berggren in the last stroke touches out Michelle Patton in second place.
Frida Berggren, what a great effort. 2:02.41. She takes second place by 0.02 of a second over Michelle Patton. But Bonnie Brandon explodes in this race and sets a new record, 1:59.09.
Wow, we were talking about how the altitude here, we get a little bit of an adjusted time. You know, that goes down to a 1:57 high, 1:57.9 there, 1:57.8. That's an incredible swim.
Now there you see Frida Berggren from Lewis Palmer. This will be the only year she swims for the school. Came over from Sweden as an exchange student. She'll head back next year home, but she wants to come back and swim her college days here in the U.S.
So to put that in perspective, Bonnie yesterday was the first girl in Colorado high school history to break a 2:02. Today, she just went a 1:59.0.
Unbelievable.